All right. Hello, everyone. So this is obvious. Well, this is a few days later, since I recorded that last video. So here we are in Demonologist. Everything should look pretty good. I don't have a performance counter up, but just trust me when I say that the performance it feels pretty much identical to what you get um, without recording, which is why I was saying that using AMD Adrenaline is the primo way to record or stream. Now, I was having an issue with the finals, and it seems like the finals is just really unstable right now because I went to my girlfriend's house and she has a 9070. And so I downloaded the finals to try to see if everything was working fine, and it was not. I opened up the finals, pretty much very similar issue. Matter of fact, in my system, it was more stable. On her system, I couldn't even get a game to load in before it crashed. So the finals was just unstable. Right now, I'm recording. Everything seems to be going just fine. Um, but I did find a way to get free noise cancellation, which is actually what I'm using right now. I'm not using the well, I might just cut that part of the video. I was saying that what's it called in Discord? They have the let's open Discord. It's wow, I can't remember the name of it. But we will see in just a second here. Uh oh, Crisp. That's what it's called, Crisp. Um, and to use it, it looked like you were gonna have to pay. So I really wanted to find a better version or a better way of getting noise cancellation. So yeah, everything seems to be working perfectly fine. I don't know if this dude can hear me or not, but probably gonna kick me, aren't you? Yeah, love when that happens. Anyway, um, okay, so this is where we're at with the noise cancellation. So we have this thing called equalizer APO. Okay, let me go ahead and pull up the let's see. Where is somewhere over here? Is the wait, this was Thursday. Here we go. Here we go. Somewhere around here. Let's see. Free. I know it's that. Oh, here we go. Free download, free open. Oh, here we go. Okay, this is what I was looking at. Free and open source software noise canceling for working from home. Okay, so this is technically for if this is made for people if you're working from home. This and that. If you want to send me an email, there you go. There's my email. um, but anyways, so we have this thing called Equalizer APO. That's going to be the first thing you want to download. Go ahead and click this link. I'll put the link to this in the description. It'll be it's very easy to follow. Not go ahead, download that. Okay, you'll get that. You'll have to unzip it. I think I might have the OG file in here somewhere. Equalizer APO, or you just open it, I guess. Right? I think I don't know if I can't remember if it downloads as just a straight up app or if you have to unzip it or you probably still got to install it. This and that. So once that's finished, okay, you're good on that front, pretty much. When you open it up, you should see. Oh, I have two damn. I don't know why I have two open, but anyways. So this is what this will look like, except for you won't have these two options. You won't have the selected devices, and you won't have the VST plugins option. Okay. So what you're gonna want to do, okay, is once you're in here, I think when you first open up the software, it'll have you select your microphone anyways. So that's just getting everything started. I still don't think you'll have these two. So what you're gonna have to do is click plus. You're gonna have to click shit. Where did I go? Let's see. It's been a couple days since I did this. I apologize. I had to help my girlfriend move. She moved apartment, so that was fun. That was fun. Device. Okay, control and then device. You click on that and then change and then select all devices. If you have multiple devices selected, just uncheck that option right there and then select your your microphone. This is mine. My microphone USB PNP audio device. So select that, click OK. I'm not going to click OK because I already got mine selected, right? And I'm going to remove that. And then for the second step, okay, you are going to go to, let's see, bear with me for a moment real quick. I think right here, click this down here. Okay, click on this link to GitHub. Okay, you're going to click on this right here, noise suppression version 1.1. Okay, and then you are going to download the win-rnnnoise.zip. So I'll go ahead and download it real quick, just to make it real straightforward, so y'all don't lose me here. All right, open that. Now make sure you got WinRAR. Very simple. Make sure extract to win-rnn noise. Click on that, and then it'll extract, right? And then double click that. And then you should have all of these options, okay? So for a microphone, you're going to use mono, okay? Use mono. Don't use stereo, use mono. Click on that. All right. And then you have, or hold on, wait a second. Wait, sorry, my bad. Sorry to leave you astray. You click on VST, okay? This is what you want. You want rnn noise underscore mono.dll. This is the file that you want to add to equalizer APO. This is how we're going to do that. Okay. Go ahead and click the plus. Okay. Go ahead and click go to plugins, click VST plugin. Okay. You're going to click this little file icon right here. Okay. And then you're going to go to downloads, rnn noise, click on that, go click on VST, and you'll see it right here, rnn noise underscore mono.dll. Double click on that, or click on that, click open. I'm not going to do that because I already have it. And then this is what it should look. This is exactly what it should look like. Okay, rnn noise underscore mono.dll. Right now it's active. It's active. I don't know if you have to do a system restart. Honestly, I'd probably do a system restart just to be safe, right? So if you're restarting your system right now, bye-bye. But yeah, right now it is on. If you click this little power button, it's turned off, right? I don't know. Here, I think I can just click the power button. So right now it's off. You can see, if it actually turned off, you can probably hear the difference right now. I'm going to go ahead and turn it back on. Boom. And now you can hear the difference with it off. If it worked correctly, I hope I didn't mess it up and now you can hear my PC and everything. But with it off, you should be able to hear my PC in the background, this and that. Not very, it doesn't sound good, right? You always want to have noise cancellation. So this is the best free option right now to get really good noise cancellation. Because RNN noise, if you have a really good PC, you're gonna have no issue. Like I'll open up Task Manager right now just to show my CPU usage. Right now while recording, let's see. Well, Demonologist uses CPU, but Equalizer 0% C. All it's really using is a little bit of RAM, 30 megabytes. It really does not use any resources. Like this is the very CPU, very light on the CPU. And this is the same thing that OBS uses. And it says like higher CPU usage, but that was RNN noise came out a while ago where like it might have actually had an impact on CPU usage, but nowadays CPUs have gotten so much faster. I mean, we're talking RNN noise was an option probably back when like the 6600K was out. So like, you can only imagine how much faster CPUs have gotten since then. So really there's no reason to record without something like this on in the background. Now, if you're using something like Crisp, like you have an actual software that with like AI noise cancellation, while it might technically be better quality, it will definitely use more system resources. It's paid. And in my opinion, this sounds like this does everything I wanted to do, right? It sounds pretty good. It's free. It's something everyone can use. Everyone can, even if you had a lower end PC, you wanted to record something, like I recommend you have this, because if you have some sort of background noise, it's just gonna, it's distracting, right? To the viewer. So yeah, this is the primo way. AMD Adrenaline, right? Um, and I'm gonna make another video showing you guys how to like check your like your Windows install in order to make sure you don't have like instability, because there was some I got a little worried with the finals. I was like, okay, the finals is crashing while I'm recording. Is it AMD Adrenaline doing it? But clearly it was just the finals. It was an unfortunate choice of game on my end. Like it's when I noticed the finals was crashing on my girlfriend's PC, I was like, okay, clearly something's either going on with AMD drivers or the finals itself, the finals game. Um, and a little reason why I think that is because when you first open up the game, it literally gives you a message saying, this driver has known issues, recommended to use this driver. But I was thinking, okay, that's just like a message. That's probably not like a, obviously, yeah, in hindsight, they had that message for a reason. But I'm like, okay, the finals has never been unstable for me previously, so like, and by never been, I mean like every time I played the finals, I've like I've never really gotten crashed. Like I've always looked at the finals as a very stable game, very playable. Like never had instability, right? That's why I started like upping voltage and upping that. But the fact that upping voltage, lowering memory clock, even turning off expo, nothing was fixing my issues. And then I go to my girlfriend's house, and that also ends up crashing my system, or her system. I'm like, okay, clearly something's wrong with the finals, or AMD drivers regarding the finals. So yeah, and I wasn't even recording on her system either. It was just straight. I opened the finals, it would crash on like anytime I would start entering a game session, boom, straight to the desktop, straight crash. So yeah, that was just But as you can see, we've been in Demonologist for a minute. We haven't really loaded into a game or anything, but if it was something unstable with the recording or my PC, this would have already crashed by now. So yeah, and right now I'm just running basic Expo, like nothing overclocked, no TREFI, you know, at 65 535, like, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, this is just very basic. I think I got PBO on maybe, but no undervolting either on the CPU, just to, I was really trying to make it sure everything was stable. And then I figured out, okay, the finals is just there's some sort of software bug going on with that game. But yeah, no, we would have crashed, because right now I'm playing at 4K. This is 4K, so like this is a very heavy load on the GPU. So if it was something to do with the GPU and the recording software, or even the CPU, because CPU gets hit hard. I don't really know how hard it's getting hit in this scene specifically, but I know the CPU is not unstable because I'm not even running an undervolt. So regardless of that, I know that right now we're stable, we're good, we're solid. Recording's working fine. I'm sure the quality looks really good, and that's I would just really like to reiterate my point. I really wish AMD would bring this to OBS, where OBS just worked, right? Because obviously OBS is primo. Like when it comes to, it has built-in RNN noise cancellation, has built-in, screen capturing software, webcam. It's like that all-in-one software that if it just straight worked would be the king of all softwares. But really, I mean, the workaround isn't that difficult. And, if you have an AMD card, you're already going to have Adrenaline downloaded anyways, right? Um, and getting this noise, the cool thing about this is the moment your system starts up, I hope I didn't I just like dragged something. I don't know. Probably didn't. But the moment that your system starts, this is automatically applied, which doesn't bother me, and it really shouldn't bother you either, because it's like it doesn't use any system resources. If it did, you'd see this. Okay, well, it jumped to 0.5% CPU. Like, come on now, like it's not unless the only time this will start using resources, I bet, is if you started. Well, you see, look, I'm like messing around with it now. It's starting to use some CPU. But if you're not messing around with the software, then it drops back down to 0%. But once you're in here and you start messing around with the software, yeah, it'll use some CPU. But while you're playing the game, you're not going to be using the software. So there's just no there's just no reason to like even worry about that, if I'm being honest with you. And the benefits while recording significantly outweigh any sort of CPU usage you might encounter. And even with this, with it closed, you could close out of the software and it'll still, I think it'll still work fine. I think. I'm not gonna close out of it though, but I will test that. I'll test that out on my after this. Well, you know what? No, I want y'all to know. Okay, I'm gonna close out, exit out. Is it still applied? Is it still applied? I'm not sure. I am not sure. Let's see. What is this? Oh, that's my task menu. Okay. I think it'll still work, but anyways, I'm not gonna keep dragging this out. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something. Right? This is the primo way to record using an AMD system. Pretty much bar none, in my opinion. But anyways, yeah. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.